Good morning. It is Monday, July 18, 2016. Here are the headlines. Airport Management, NV Havan Behir, is now in charge of Departure Hall of Johan Adolf Pongo Airport. Intensive Care Unit of Academic Hospital has been renovated. Creative industries in Suriname should be professionalized. Establishment of Constitutional Court discussed in Parliament. And Minister of Health wants to normalize the situation in the Middle East Ascending. I'm Dakota Simpson Marshall. This is the local news for today. As the new manager of the departure hall of the Johan Adolf Airport, the airport management company, NV Luchthaven Beheer, should play a facilitating role to accommodate other airlines. So says Robbie Lachmising, director of Suriname Airways, NVSLM. Last Friday, the signing took place between the SLM and the NV Luchthaven Beheer for the transfer of the departure hall at the airport in Zandarij. This means that the SLM is no longer responsible for the task within the departure hall. SLM Director Robbie Lachmising sees opportunities for the company to develop despite the transfer. When he left the SLM as director, Lachmising had focused on events within the SLM and had noticed many things. Minister of Transport, Communication and Tourism, Andy Rusland, says that he's very irritated by the flaws within this sector. He is, however, pleased with this new step because monitoring can now be done from one central point. The Intensive Care Unit, ICU, of the Academic Hospital has been renovated recently. Navin Ramdani, intensivist, said that in the past, 300 patients per year were treated, but now there are more than 1,200 patients. A large company has donated additional equipment to the ICU. The renovation of the ceiling was done by a contractor, while the wash basins were donated by a plumbing company. The total cost of the renovation amounted to $30,000. The creative industries that deal with art, music, handicraft, ICT, and other creative activities will have to take a professional course. This professional battle has everything to do with education. During the Creative Week organized by Spang Makandra, various workshops were held with the goal to highlight the possibilities within this sector, namely the creative side within the ICT sector. The focus was on investing in developing gaming and animation. This sector can be another source of income for the country. To make the first step in the direction, there should be collaboration. People must be trained and investments must be made. In the Caribbean, that step has already been taken in gaming and developing animation. Hence, Spang Makandra entered into a partnership with Camille Abrahams and Cephas Moore to make the startup in Suriname and Guyana. Suriname can compete with other countries and can start working with its own creativity. The most important thing is, according to the Trinidadian game developer, Cephas Moore, is to cooperate with each other.
The next step is for us. It's for the government and the schools and the institutions in Suriname and people like myself to come, help set up a training so that we can get their enthusiasm to match the talent and bring everything up. Not just in Suriname, but in Guyana and Trinidad and the rest of the whole diaspora. So it's up, we have them here. You see it, they're here. So we gotta not let them down. We have to create the things within the government, get the initiative, get the training, get the schools involved, get people like myself that are from the diaspora to come back and give ourselves our knowledge and our commitment so these things could happen. The rest of the part is up to us as together. I know the creative sector, I know the video game sector, that's my responsibility, I do the artwork, and that's what I would teach them. But we need everybody to get involved, because what they do, we're gonna teach them how to do what they do. How we get it to the rest is to all of us to come together. It's getting the training, the level up there. Because if we're gonna make buckets and our buckets have holes in them, nobody's gonna wanna buy it. So first thing we need to do is to make sure that our buckets work. So getting the training up there, then I'm sure Suriname has a lot of marketing, a lot of PR people, a lot of lawyers, a lot of selling. They'll come together once we create the product, and we'll take it to the rest of the world.
It is clear that the creative sector should be facilitated, and it only needs support from the government. For this support, it can certainly count on Minister Sickling Burleson of Trade and Industry. Last Friday, the Creative Week ended with a social media day and innovative visit at the company Spang Makandra. In an established society, there should be a suitable body that can test laws, and the Constitutional Court is such an institution. How this works differs from country to country, as each country has its own way of executing this law. So says MP Melvin Bouter during the discussion of the bill regarding the Constitutional Court last Thursday in the National Assembly. Bouter mentioned some points that should be viewed, such as not having a budget by both the Constitutional Court and the judiciary. There should be a provision for this court to financially manage itself. According to Bouter, the establishment of a constitutional court is an important guarantee that will reduce negative political and legal consequences of the political system. The discussion on the bill regarding the Constitutional Court continues today. And the final item for local news today is that Minister Patrick Pengel of Public Health says that he's trying to do everything to normalize the situation at the primary health care of the Stichting Medisch Ascending. For some time, the subsidy for this institute has not been paid on time, which is threatening the foundation with closure. Minister Patrick Pengel indicates in a press release that the ministry in recent weeks is working on accessing funds through the Ministry of Finance. During this time, there has been ongoing consultation with the Medisch Ascending, says the minister. The ministry hopes that the funds will be transferred soon so that service in the interior can be normalized. Pengel says he understands the difficult situation of the Medisch Ascending. He's open to direct communication with the service providers. The minister further noted that arrangements have been made with the Medisch Ascending to work on continuity of services and not to ask the community to pay for medical services. That brings us to the end of local news for today. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same station for more. Have a wonderful day.